Have you ever considered how your current state of mind might be holding you back? It's a question that can stir a whirlwind of introspection. Our minds, like an old trusted friend, often guide us through the labyrinth of life. But what if this friend, unbeknownst to us, has been leading us astray? Let's delve into this idea of an old lack of mentality. It's like a chain, a silent shackle that holds us back from reaching our full potential. You see, our minds, as brilliant as they are, can sometimes become our very own prison wardens, locking us within the confines of our outdated beliefs and limitations. Often it's not the external circumstances, but the internal constraints that hinder our personal growth. We become so accustomed to these self-imposed boundaries that we fail to realize they are there, much like a bird in a cage that has forgotten it has the power to fly. One of the most common symptoms of an old lack of mentality is fear of change. It's human nature to seek comfort in familiarity, but this very comfort can turn into a trap, preventing us from venturing out of our comfort zones and exploring new horizons. Another symptom is self-doubt, that nagging voice in the back of our minds telling us we are not good enough, that we can't achieve our dreams. It's a voice that echoes our past failures and magnifies our fears, keeping us from taking the leap of faith needed to grow. Then there's complacency, the silent killer of ambition. It's when we get so comfortable with our current state of affairs that we lose the drive to strive for more. It's when we start settling for less than what we are capable of achieving. All these symptoms, in one way or another, stem from that old lack of mentality. It's like a chain that binds us, keeping us from reaching our full potential. But remember, identifying that you are chained by an old lack of mentality is the first step towards breaking free. The journey to freeing yourself from old lack of mentality is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Imagine yourself standing at the starting line of a marathon. The road ahead is long and winding, but the finish line promises a sense of freedom, achievement, and self-improvement. This is what it feels like to embark on the path to breaking free from an old lack of mentality. The first step is acknowledging the problem. It's like recognizing that you're in a race and understanding the distance you have to cover. You need to assess your current mindset and identify the limiting beliefs that have been holding you back. This is a critical step, as it's only by acknowledging these chains that you can begin to break them. Next, you need to be willing to change. It's similar to having the determination to finish the marathon, no matter how difficult it gets. You need to be ready to step out of your comfort zone, face your fears, and embrace the uncertainty that comes with change. This willingness to alter your course is the fuel that will keep you going when the path gets steep. The third step is setting achievable goals. Just like a marathon runner who maps out their race strategy, you need to have a clear vision of where you're heading. These goals will serve as your guiding stars, helping you stay focused and motivated throughout your journey. Adopting a positive mindset is the fourth step. Just as a runner needs to believe they can cross the finish line, you must foster a mindset that's optimistic, resilient, and open to possibilities. This mindset will be your shield against negativity and setbacks. Finally, practice consistency. A marathon isn't won by sprinting at the start, but by maintaining a steady pace throughout the race. Similarly, breaking free from an old lack of mentality requires consistent efforts over time. It's about making small positive changes every day and sticking to them. Remember, the path to freedom from old lack of mentality is paved with patience, persistence, and positivity. The race may be long, but with every step forward, you're getting closer to the finish line. What does it mean to have a liberated mind? It's not about just breaking the chains of old mentality, it's about embracing a whole new way of thinking and living. A liberated mind opens up a world of possibilities, a world where you are not confined by the walls of your past. A liberated mind is the seedbed of personal growth. When your mind is free, you're open to learn, to grow, to evolve. You're not stuck in the same old patterns, repeating the same old mistakes. You're not bound by the belief that you're incapable or unworthy. Instead, you know that you have the power to change, to become better, to reach your full potential. A liberated mind also boosts productivity. You're no longer held back by the fear of failure or the dread of the unknown. You're not chained down by procrastination or self-doubt. Instead, you're driven by a deep sense of purpose, a burning desire to achieve. You see obstacles not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones to success. Moreover, a liberated mind can lead to healthier, happier relationships. You're not trapped in the cycle of blame and resentment. You're not burdened by the weight of past hurts or disappointments. Instead, you're open to love, to forgiveness, to understanding. You see others not for their faults, but for their strengths and potential. And ultimately, a liberated mind is the key to happiness. You're not weighed down by regrets or worries. You're not consumed by the pursuit of external validation. Instead, you find joy in the present moment, in the journey, in the simple act of living. A liberated mind, indeed, is more receptive to new ideas, opportunities, and experiences. It sees the world not as it is, but as it could be. It dreams, it dares, it discovers. A liberated mind is not just about thinking differently, it's about living differently. It's about breaking free from the confines of the past and stepping into the vast expanse of the future. It's about choosing growth over stagnation, love over fear, happiness over despair. It's about embracing the power within you to create the life you desire. To recap, the old lack of mentality is a chain that can hold you back from reaching your full potential. It's a mindset that is characterized by self-limitation, fear of failure, and complacency. But as we've explored, you can break this chain, and the tool to do so lies within you. First, you need to identify and acknowledge this mentality. Awareness is the first step to transformation. Next, foster a growth mindset. Believe in your ability to learn, grow, and adapt. Fuel this belief with continuous learning and self-improvement. Finally, exercise your mind. Just like a muscle, your mind grows stronger with practice. The benefits of breaking free are immense. A liberated mind opens doors to new opportunities, fosters creativity, and breeds resilience. It empowers you to take control of your life and steer it in the direction you desire. Change is not easy, but it is necessary. Break free from your old lack of mentality and embrace the power of a liberated mind.